Hello and welcome to Heat Treat. Today we will be reviewing the heat treat safe practices as well as how to operate furnaces and quench tanks. We will also go into detail on how to handle pieces as they progress throughout the heat treating process. Please pay close attention. If you have any questions, ask your instructor to pause the video. All products here at Custom Alloy undergo heat treatment of one form or another. Metal making is very similar to baking a cake. Both start with ingredients, and if heat, time, and time at temperature are not set to the right amounts, the product will fail. To find out how long pieces need to be heat treated for, look on the job router for specific instructions. Be sure that all critical steps have been signed off before heat treating. The router will tell you the specific treatment a piece needs done to it. You may also find instructions in the Quench and Temper manual. Make sure everything is recorded in the heat treat log. Normalizing, or making it normal, is defined as heating a ferrous alloy to a suitable temperature above the transformation range, and then cooling it down in still air to a temperature substantially below the transformation range. Annealing is the softening of metal through slow cooling from temperatures at the transformation range. Annealing serves to relieve stress in metals. Metals hold internal stresses until relieved through the annealing process. Tempering of steel consists of heating previously hardened or normalized steel to a temperature below the transformation range and cooling it at a suitable rate to increase ductility and toughness. The transformation range usually occurs between 1000 and 1050 degrees Fahrenheit. As temperature and time at temperature increase, the hardness and strength of the steel decreases. When loading and unloading furnaces, it is extremely important that the fork trucks do not hit or bump the furnaces. Larger fork trucks may have a more difficult time approaching a furnace. It is important that you are aware of the positioning of the mast of the fork truck. In the video, the mast hits the safety bar which guards a gas line on the furnace. Where you place pieces in the oven is critical. We want everything located inside the work zone so heat will be evenly distributed throughout the pieces. The thermocouple is a wire that runs from the inside of the furnace to a yellow box on the outside. The wire is measuring the air temperature as well as the temperature of pieces inside the furnace. These temperatures are then relayed back to the heat treat office computer. On the top left of the screen is the air temperature. On the right is the temperature of the piece on the inside of the furnace. In your training, you should have covered the heat treating in-service safe practices. As a reminder, we will review the safe practices checklist. Staff lights ovens only if they have been trained to do so. Staff lights only the specific ovens they have been trained to light. Staff never lights an oven while the oven door is shut. Staff ensures no one is inside the oven before attempting to light it. Staff ensures the oven burners are not blocked by debris. Staff makes sure that all in-spool insulation is intact inside the oven at all times. Staff demonstrates awareness that in-spool is hazardous by adhering to safe practices when in contact with it. Staff wears personal protective equipment when working by an oven. This includes gloves, a face shield, uniform, hard hat, and glasses. Staff ensures that lift trucks used to load or unload ovens have a sufficient amount of fuel to complete the task and are not prone to stall. Staff ensures lift trucks can handle the load before removing pieces from the oven. If you know a truck cannot handle the weight of a certain piece, wait for the proper truck to become available. Staff ensures lift trucks exiting from an oven are never blocked by someone or something. Staff ensures the right-of-way is always given to people in the working area of an oven. Staff ensures loads placed in an oven are secure and stable. Staff drives at safe lift truck speeds when traveling with a hot piece. Staff ensures that hot pieces are not placed near combustible materials. Staff ensures that only qualified personnel access or work on the electrical panel. Staff ensures that only qualified personnel perform maintenance on an oven. Quenching of steel is the rapid cooling of steel from a suitable elevated temperature. This is accomplished by immersing a piece in rapidly circulating cold water. This transforms the metal into another structure. While quenching pieces, there should be staff operating the oven door and quench grate, while second staff operates the lift truck. Remember to always leave the grate of the quench tank down when it is not in use.